Hello everyone. Just got off work and I decided I'm gonna try to get my idea together for the Scrappy 8 challenge. And it's inspired by art is the prompt from Anna. So I've decided to use Banksy as my artist. If you're not familiar with him, he does like graffiti art. So I am gonna work in my journal. This is my small journal. Nothing on it yet because we're just starting, but I picked this double spread. It's going to be a double spread. And so I'm just kind of mapping it out right now, but I am getting it started, and then I'll start taping my process. All right, hold on. All right, so I decided to work on the graffiti part of the wall first. And here I'm just cutting out a base. And instead of drawing the graffiti like I originally was going to do, I decided to cut out or tear out just pieces of colorful scraps that I have. So here I am just trying to figure out which scraps I'm going to use, and I just tear them out. I'm looking for very colorful or high contrast like black and white, um, or just any kind of contrast, and definitely pops of color. So I'm just getting that together here. This is a calendar from last year that I barely used. It's supposed to be for inspiration. It has a lot of different artists' art in there. And I would give credit to the artists that I used, but they don't let you know who did what. So I have no idea whose art it is that's in here, but I'm just tearing out the pages that I like that kind of remind me of graffiti, with the bold colors and whatnot. And then I'm just going to proceed to tear these up also. Alright, so the next step is to take all those bits and pieces and glue them down. I use a Scotch Create glue stick. Alright, so here I used tracing paper just to mark off where the graffiti wall is to protect it. And I'm gonna just run some golden light modeling paste, which I got as a sample, through a Tim Holtz stencil to create my brick wall using a palette knife. And for some reason it didn't record the process, and I didn't realize it. And so here I'm like, what happened? Okay, but here it is. And then I'm just going to show you again that I used the Tim Holtz stencil and the golden light, which it is light, and I kind of like it, modeling paste. And then I dried it with my heat gun. And it's good because it's not too thick for that small journal, so it's perfect. All right, so then here I'm taking the tracing paper that protected the part and I'm going to use it as a stencil to cut out my graffiti wall. Now that I have it cut out, I'm using a white paint marker. I think this one is the Posca pen, just to go over some of the pieces and highlight them, just to make the graffiti kind of pop a little bit more. It's still looking kind of not graffiti-ish enough. And I apologize because my hair is going to get in the way. And also, I didn't realize I was so far down uh, on my desk. I really thought I was kind of in the middle, but I wasn't. So I apologize for that. But you kind of get the gist of what I was doing there. All right. And then I'm just going to glue it on. Now I'm going to take white paint marker again. And I've decided to paint the bricks because as you see, they're kind of gray. And I want them to be a little bit whiter. That way the colors pop more against the white than it does against the gray. So that's what I'm doing here. All right, so here I had taken some tissue paper and I had drawn basic shape of the German Shepherd onto it. And then I cut it out and I used matte medium to glue it onto the page. And again, it was kind of gray, so I'm going over it again with the white and black acrylic markers just to make it pop out a little bit better. And then you'll also see that I start adding in like the rope that he's pulling to pull the wall back. And then I add some details of the wall folding. Oh, and by the way, I like the markers. That's what I'm thumbs up is I like the markers so far. So I'm just adding in the details of the drawing now. And when I get to the point by the wall, I kind of forget how I want it to look because I couldn't find my little notes when my original drawing. So I'm gonna take a minute and figure it out on another piece of paper and then come back and proceed to finish that part. Meanwhile, what I do like about these acrylic markers, the cheap ones I just got, is that they're ready to go. You don't have to prime them, and they seem to be pretty vibrant. You probably have to go over a couple times with them, but I find I do that with the Posca also. So here I figured it out, and now I'm drawing the folded part of the wall, and adding in more of the details again. Sorry about my head getting in the way. I have to remember that for next time. All right, here I'm saying that I want to add color to the left side. Since I have so much on the right side, I just feel like I need to balance it out. I'm adding my 3-prong crown, which is a signature um, little doodle of mine that I use at work, not usually in my art. I'm grabbing out my alcohol inks in a green, red, blue, and an orange. And I sprayed it with water, but then decided, no, I'm going to use
alcohol, isopropanol instead, and just proceed to drip the colors and spread them around, just there on the left side. Um, like I said, just to balance it out a little bit more. I just felt it was too much white on that side. And then for the last step, I highlighted the graffiti part with a silver gel pen. I saw some eights in there, so I decided to highlight that for the Scrappy 8. And that is my art piece for the Scrappy 8 challenge. Again, my inspiration is Bansky, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Tschüss!